Good afternoon, gang. Well, you knew it was coming, and here we go. Uh, in Great Britain, remember what I've talked about many times, watch what happens in Europe, and it's coming this way. The UK's largest grocer, Tesco, has joined all the other ones, including Asda, Morrison's, and one you're all familiar with, Aldi, okay, in limiting the amount of produce you can buy at the store. In Great Britain, you are now limited to buying 3 tomatoes, 3 peppers, or 3 cucumbers. That's it. Okay? A couple of the other stores even added broccoli, raspberries, some other stuff to it as well. So here we go into our growing season. And I'm going to tell you all again, please plant stuff, okay? Because you may not be able to get it at the grocery store, or we may soon be seeing the same limits as well. Why? Well, here's the reasons that Great Britain's got produce shortage, okay? That Southern Europe is having cold spells, and it has limited the parts of was it Spain and Morocco, where they get most of their vegetables from having a good harvest. Gee, I don't know. Have we had any cold spells in the United States? Shall I tell anybody about the grand solar minimum and what's expected this year? Just telling you, okay? Second one, supply chain problems. Ooh, we don't have those in the States, do we? No, not at all, okay? You know, pick a day. What's today? Thursday? All right, where's the train off the tracks? Just saying, okay? Third one, high utility bills, the cost of electricity. So with the cold weather, they haven't been able to heat the greenhouses to be able to grow in the greenhouses. Anybody seen their electric bill? I got mine. Our per kilowatt hour electric here has gone up 5% between December and February, and was up 22% from February last year to February this year. That's not my bill, that's the kilowatt hour charges. Okay? My bill was up about $100. Okay? Yeah. So we are at the time here last week of February where the stores have all got their seeds out. I would certainly say get out and buy them. Okay. I was at Lowe's this morning. You saw the other video when I was getting the attic stairs. And I checked out the garden center to see what was going on out there. They've got daffodils and stuff like that. But down here in Tennessee, still no vegetable starts. I wanted to see what the prices were. Walmart around me doesn't have anything out yet. It's still early. But you need to be planting your own, because we know the cost of beef, the cost of pork are going up. The cost of chicken is going through the freaking roof, all right? And they want us to eat vegetable burgers, Impossible Meats, right? Or Beyond Meat or Impossible Burgers or whatever nutcase they're calling it this week. That's, a combination of, ground up vegetables and chemicals that's, a substitute for meat. No, thank you. I don't care even if the president says, well, you know what? We're just going through some growing pains. You're going to go through a lot of growing pains in my house, because that stuff will never see the light of day in my house. But you need to be getting out there and growing your own, planting your own, even if it's on a small scale. At this point, there's a lot of stuff that you can grow inside, guys, if you have to, which is something to definitely look into. Different things that you can grow in the house, because with all the chemtrail stuff, with all the talk on spraying aluminum, doing whatever, the poison coming from East Palestine, anything that you can grow in the house is going to be worthwhile. You can grow things like lettuce, potatoes, beets, stuff like that. You can all grow those in buckets inside. Definitely worth looking into doing that because it will supplement your food and keep you from being limited to stuff. Also, last thing you want to do is plant a whole bunch of stuff and then have something happen this summer and we have no harvest. Okay, you can do things inside. Use the greenhouse idea that I gave you. You can grow some things. Go for it. Okay, it's going to be definitely useful. Grow lights, to grow potatoes, to grow beets, to grow carrots, anything like that. Anything you can get is saving you money at the store, or certainly saving you from the cashier going, "I'm sorry, sir, you can't have 3 of those." Because what does that sound like? Oh, CBDC? "I'm sorry, sir, you've already reached your allotment of how many tomatoes you're allowed to buy this week." This is training for CBDC. I'm just telling you, they're going to use the excuses of the power of the everything like that for it. Those are true, okay? But once you are accustomed to only being allowed to buy 3 tomatoes a week at the store or whatever it would be, guaranteed what you're going to hear is, "Well, what's the problem? You've only been buying 3 tomatoes a week as is. Who cares if it's with your dollars or your euros or your pounds or your pesos or whatever it would be? You've always only been able to buy 3 a week. So what's the difference if you do it with CBDC and we just only allow you to buy 3 a week?" It's because I could go to 2 different stores and buy 3 tomatoes at one store and 3 tomatoes at another store, and I could have 6 tomatoes. But with CBDC, I can't. With my garden, I can have hundreds of tomatoes. And you know what? When they come up and say, "I'm sorry, sir, you're only allowed to grow 3, they're going to turn into fertilizer. Simple as that, okay? Again, it's on self-sufficiency, guys. When they're doing everything they can to slowly condition you to only be able to get so much, that's the ultimate goal. That's exactly what this is. They'll use every excuse in the book. They'll lie to you. They're politicians. They're professionals at it, okay? We just need to be smarter than them. And the easiest way that you can get around their idiotic quotas for how much you're allowed to buy is to grow it yourself. Because at that point, they got no control over it. Real simple. Get out, get your seeds, learn how to do it. Some of this stuff is real easy to grow, okay? Might as well. Tomatoes are simple to grow. Potatoes are simple to grow. Beets are simple to grow. Things like that. Figure out what you like and learn how to grow them. If you want to eat them, you're going to have to produce them yourself. That's why it's called produce.